Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to my number 1 to number 100 complete Masters of Cinema Blu-ray collection. Holy shit. Alright, let's take Buster out of the way for a second. So here we go. We are here. There are over 100 Blu-rays in front of me, behind me. There's loads of them. And I'm going to have to reorganize these, figure out what's what, and I'm going to go through every single title and show you the first 100 spines in the Masters of Cinema collection. This has been a dream of mine for years, to finally complete the first 100 spines in the Eureka Masters of Cinema Blu-ray collection. And I've finally done it, and I've got people to thank, I've got Blu-rays to go through. But first of all, I'm going to organize all of these, get ready to put them back on my shelves in the correct order, but also to kind of pick up each film, show it to you, talk about it if I've seen it, and we'll get into that whole thing momentarily. Alright, so I'm sat down now. I have all 100 Blu-rays here in 5 stacks of 20. So a lot to get through. If you want to see me talk about some of these in a little bit more depth, scour through my channel. I did a 4-part, 2-hour-long overview of this collection last summer, in which I was halfway there. Now I'm all the way there, but I don't want to go into every title in detail. Haven't got the time to do it. You probably haven't got the time to listen to it. And I do plan on continuing my Masters of Cinema Marathon series, where I go through every single title in the first 100 spines and kind of review the movie and the Blu-ray. It's just going to take me forever to finish it, but I will finish it and I will continue it, so just look out for that. I'm hoping to get back to that soon. We're going to go through this fairly rapid fire. A lot of these I haven't seen, most of these I haven't seen, and I'll kind of do a wrap up at the end and talk about the collection in a bit more detail. But you guys probably already know most of my thoughts on this collection and why I decided to collect all first 100 spines. So here we go. Spine number 1, Sunrise, A Song of Two Humans, 1927, F.W. Murnau, silent film, classic, one of the best films of all time in my opinion, and one of the best Blu-ray releases too, absolutely fantastic. Number 2, the 2007 Mad Detective, a kind of Hong Kong psychological thriller, I'd call it maybe. Really great film. I enjoyed this one a lot. I've seen it a couple of times now, and I've done a review on these first 3 titles, so you can see proper in-depth thoughts on these on my channel already. Number 3, from 2008 I believe, a film by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, Tokyo Sonata, well, kind of like a family drama. Brilliant film, really love this one as well. Spine number 4, this is from 1964, A Married Woman by Jean-Luc Godard. Haven't seen this one yet. This is one of the kind of out-of-print ones that are really hard to get hold of now. Number 5, from 1989, a film by Al Reiner. It's a documentary, For All Mankind. This is one of my favourite documentaries. Absolutely incredible look at the moon landings with all the NASA footage in glorious HD. It's just a phenomenal watch, absolutely essential. Number 6 in the collection, from 1973, The Savage Planet, or The Fantastic Planet, a film by René Laloux. Don't know how to pronounce that, there's going to be a lot of that coming up. Yeah, Fantastic Planet. This is an incredible film. I love this. Blew me away. I can't wait to do an in-depth Massive Cinema Marathon video on this one, because I got a lot to say about it, but an incredible piece of animated film. Brilliant. Number 7, we have from 2008, a documentary, Soul Power, with a lot of famous people in it, you know, James Brown, B.B. King, Muhammad Ali, the soundtrack to the Rumble in the Jungle. Rumble in the Jungle. The Rumble in the Jungle, I'll keep that in, you can have that one for free. Documentary there. Not many documentaries in the collection, but there's a couple in the first 10 spines there. Spine number 8, another film from F.W. Murnau, a silent film from 1930, City Girl. Really love this. Can't wait to revisit this now that I know the 2 main actors a little bit better, Mary Duncan and Charles Farrell. Spine number 9, from 1931, Fritz Lang's first sound film, M. This is a masterpiece, enough said. Brilliant film. Number 10, from Japan, 1968, a film by Shohei Imamura, who we'll be seeing a lot more of in this video, Profound Desires of the Gods. This is a really long one. I don't know too much about it, but very intrigued to check it out based on the one film of Shohei Imamura's that I've seen so far. Spy number 11, another film from Imamura, Vengeance is Mine from 1979. Seems to be quite a risque kind of thriller. Interested to see where that one goes. Spy number 12, this is a Chinese film from 2004, The World. I think this is something that I'm not even going to bother. I'm pretty sure I know what this is about, but I'd take too long to set it up, so there you go. Spy number 13, from 1956, a film by Kon Ichikawa, The Burmese Harp. This one looks really good visually, more than anything, from what I've seen, so... You know, Japanese films, they're always kind of my favourites. I love delving into those. I'm looking forward to that one especially. Spy number 14 from 1957. This one's out of print now as well. A film by Frank Tashlin. Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter? A Hollywood film. And I'm not sure if it stars... No, it doesn't star Rock Hudson. But the title of the film is Rock Hunter, so I'm assuming that's the main character. Haven't seen it, obviously. Spy number 15 from 1937, a film by Leo McCarey, Make Way for Tomorrow. This is a phenomenal film, absolutely beautiful. You know, Orson Welles said it's the saddest picture ever made, and I'm almost inclined to agree with him. Spy number 16 we have from 1920... when was this? 1927, I should know this. It is the one and only Metropolis from Fritz Lang. Absolute masterpiece, just one of the towering pillars of cinema. Amazing, and this is the regular edition with the slipcover. Then we have the original Steelbook edition. Thanks again, Vezius. I'll be giving you another shout out at the end. And then we have the newer deluxe edition of the Steelbook, which also includes Giorgio Moroder's version from the 80s with all the pop music and stuff. I haven't seen that version yet. This is another gorgeous Steelbook. Spy number 17, The Lady Without Camellias, from director Michelangelo Antonioni, 1953. Know nothing about this one. I haven't seen many Italian films, and I think this is another one from Antonioni. It isn't from 1955, The Girlfriends. Very similar covers there as well, same kind of artwork. So you're seeing already that this collection presents multiple films from same directors, which is something I really like. Spy number 19, 1923, Cua Fidel. I think it's called, is it Simple Heart? No, True Heart. Really good silent film, really enjoyed this one. Some really great moments in this film. Yeah, very enjoyable. Good silent film. And Spy number 20 from 1962 from Masaki Kobayashi, Harakiri, starring the one and only Tetsuya Nakadai. Amazing actor, amazing director, made for an amazing film. This is one of my favorite films in the entire collection. Absolutely phenomenal Japanese film. Just, yeah, can't say enough good things about it. Spy number 21. Two films from Shohei Imamura, Pigs and Battleships and Stolen Desire. And these films are from 1961 and 1958. And another film from Shohei Imamura. In fact, no, another two films from Shohei Imamura. They did release the masterpiece... not the masterpiece, what was it called? The Director Masterpiece Collection, something like that. It's a Shohei Imamura collection. It houses all the films of his that were released in massive cinema, but I have all of them, so there's no need for me to pick up the box set, so I don't have that release, I should say. These are two films, again, 1958 and one from 1963. Nishi Ginza Station and The Insect Woman. This one is also now out of print. I haven't seen any of these ones. Getting some more steelbooks now. Number 23, we have Silent Running from Douglas Trumbull. Really great sci-fi film. Enjoyed this one a lot. Really nice steelbook too. And it's worth noting that from here on out, all the steelbooks I have are the only editions I have. I don't have the plain standard Amore versions. I have all the steelbooks moving forward. Spy number 24, another Shohei Imamura film. There's a lot of them early on in the collection, but I have seen this one. From 1983, The Ballad of Nariyama. I'm going to be like a broken record. Incredible film. Absolutely amazing. Love this film. And I talked about it in my Japanathon video, I think. So you can see full thoughts on it there. Oh, that's very strange. I need to check this out a second. Wow. I looked at the back of this steelbook and there was loads of scratches all over it. But it turned out it's just scratches on the plastic on the outside. So, whew. And again, thanks Vezius. It is Orson Welles' Touch of Evil. This is a gorgeous steelbook, absolutely incredible. I love the colour, love the thing on the front there, just brilliant. Spine number, did I say spine number 25? So we're a quarter of the way there, Touch of Evil. I've seen a bit of this, haven't seen all of it. I'm dying to get back to it, but too many films and not enough time. Spine number 26, this is from the 70s, a film by Monty Hellman, Two Lane Blacktop. Really enjoyed this, really good just road movie, proper like minimal but just really enjoyable at the same time. Not much to it, but there kind of is by the end, I feel like. I really enjoyed Two Lane Blacktop. Spine number 27, film by Alex Cox, Repo Man, really cool steelbook. I think that's Emilio Estevez in this one, I think. Haven't seen it, so there you go. Spine number 28, we have from 1949, a film by Jean-Pierre Melville, The Silence of the Sea. I think this has something to do with World War II, considering I'm sure that there was some kind of, yeah, there's a Nazi image on the back, so this is some kind of World War II film. Spine number 29, from 1971, a film by Peter Watkins, Punishment Park. James Merchant talked about this once, and I was very interested. I can't remember what he said though, so I don't know what this film's about, but I'm intrigued nonetheless. I remember thinking that sounds interesting. Spine number 30, we have a Hitchcock film. The only Hitchcock film in the collection is his film Lifeboat. Another gorgeous steelbook there. This is one of his one location films. I haven't seen it yet. Spine number 31, from 1961, film by Pier Paolo Pasolini. And there's a lot of his films in this collection too. Acatone. Know nothing about the director or any of his films, unfortunately. Spine number 32, from the 30s, pre-code I think, we have Island of Lost Souls. This is a really cool little kind of horror film. Really enjoyed this one. I forget the guy's name, but the lead guy in this is fantastic. Really cool, creepy little eerie film. Spine number 33, from 1964, by Pasolini again, The Gospel According to Matthew. And this seems to be kind of like a Jesus film. Spine number 34, we have, I think this is the Billy Wilder, yes, no, not Billy Wilder, no, it's Cecil B. DeMille. Did Billy Wilder even do this? I don't think he did. This is Cecil B. DeMille film, Cleopatra. Very nice steelbook. It's kind of hard to get the right light on it, but it's really nice. Haven't seen it. Spine number 35, from 1935, a film by Leo McCarey again, Ruggles of Red Gap. I remember seeing the cover to this and thinking I was not interested whatsoever, so I'm intrigued to see if this turns out to be a film I'll actually enjoy. Don't know anything about it, just the cover doesn't really appeal to me all that much. Number 36, from 1951 and 1953, Oyu Sama and Ugetsu Monogatari, two films by Kenji Mizoguchi, and this is part of the late Mizoguchi box set which I have. I don't have the box, but I have all the Amores. And Ugetsu Monogatari is a fantastic film. Haven't seen the other one. Spine number 37, from 1953 and 1954, Guillaume Biachi, which is a pretty good film, and Sanshu Deyu, which is a phenomenal film. Two more from Kenji Mizoguchi. Then we have Spine number 38, a film by Rossellini, Godard, Pasolini, and Gregoretti, 1963, Rogo Pa G. Know a little about this other than it's a kind of big collaboration from a bunch of directors from world cinema. Then we have Spine number 39, which is a film by Pasolini again, Oedipus Rex. And then number 40, we have another Japanese film, 1953. Tinosuke Kinugasa is the director, and it is Gate of Hell. Intrigued to see what that is based on the title alone. Now I'm going to have to try and move over the rest of the Blu-rays. Spine number 41 from 1959, a film by Yasujiro Ozu, Floating Weeds. I think this is his first colour film, or one of his first colour films. Really interested to check this one out, because Ozu, I've only seen one of his films, but it blew me away, so I'm very excited for that one. Spine number 42, we have the Francis Ford Coppola film, Rumblefish. Saw this once years ago, loved it, haven't seen it since, really looking forward to watching it on Blu-ray. A really cool, moody film with a great cast, got Mickey Rourke and Diane Lane, Dennis Hopper, Nicolas Cage, Chris Penn, Tom, yeah, it's just brilliant. Number 34, Fritz Lang film, The Testament of Dr. Mabuse. Fantastic film, really like this one. I think I prefer it to the original, which will be coming up soon. Spine number 44, a classic film noir directed by, where does it say the director? Billy Wilder. Double Indemnity, just Great film though. I really enjoyed this one. Another Billy Wilder film, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Spy Number 45, The Lost Weekend. Yet to see this one. Spy Number 46, one of my favourites in the whole collection for sure, from 1924, Fritz Lang's silent film Die Nibelungen. Nearly 5 hours long, fantasy epic. It's Lord of the Rings before Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones, and it feels like a mix between both of them. It's fantastic, it's epic, I adore it. It's a great Blu-ray release spread over 2 discs. Just a proper epic. Spy Number 47 from 1961 from Michelangelo Antonioni, La Notte, The Night. I'll just say if I've seen it, and if I don't say anything, then you'll know I haven't seen it. Spy Number 48 by Sacha Guitry from 1951, La Poison. Looks like an interesting film. And that's a French film. This one I'm really looking forward to. Spy Number 49 is filmed by Joseph von Sternberg from 1930. Blue Angel, which I think this stars Marlene Dietrich, who I've seen in Shanghai Express, and that was by the same director, so I'm really looking forward to this one. Really looking forward to that one. That's kind of high up on the list. And then we get to number 50, The Big 5-0, a film by Carl Dreyer, and it is 1928 is the year of production, The Passion of Joan of Arc, which is a phenomenal release in a nice hard box here. And then inside you got the steelbook. I've shown it to you before, but it really is worth just showing the gorgeous steelbook. Just phenomenal. I mean, it's one of the great screen performances of all time, and they just did it so much justice by putting that gorgeous imagery of Falconetti's performance on the front of the steelbook. I think it's a brilliant film. I need to revisit it though. I didn't watch it in the right frame of mind. I think I'll appreciate it more the next time I see it. Spy Number 51, a film by Stanley Kubrick from 1953, Fear and Desire, one of his early films. I believe this collects some of his earlier shorts as well. Yeah. 1950, Spy Number 52 from 1915, a film by D.W. Griffith, the forefather of the big film, The Birth of a Nation. One of the greatest films of all time, and a schizophrenic masterpiece. Like, very controversial film. The second half is just ridiculous, but you know, it is what it is, and I talked about that in my Silent Movie Marathon too. Number 53 in the collection from 1980, a Federico Fellini film, City of Women. I haven't seen any Fellini films before, so that's something to kind of explore in the future. No, Spy Number 54, filmed by Kanito Shindo, 1960, The Naked Island. I don't know if there are naked people on the island or if the island is naked itself, but it's The Naked Island. Another Japanese film, Spy Number 55, catch myself, 1964, another film by Shindo, Onibaba, which I believe is a horror film. The Demoness, yeah, it's got to be, look at that cover. And then we have another film by Shindo. Oh, I forgot this case is cracked, that's unfortunate. 1968, The Black Cat Inside the Bamboo Grove, Kuroyenko or something. Yeah, very interesting. That's a very striking cover there. I try to remember to replace that case, it arrived damaged and I forgot about it. Number 57 from 1952, a film by Henry Georges Clouzot, The Murderer Lives at 21. Spy Number 58, a film by Claude Chabrol from 1958. What's the English title of this? Handsome Sergei. There we go. And there's another one from the same director, which is Spy Number 59 from 1959. And this one is called The Cousins. And those are 2 French films. You couldn't tell from my amazing pronunciation in French. Spy Number 60 from 1957, a film by Yuzo Kawashima. It's another Japanese film, and it's Bakumatsu Taiyoden. The English translation is A Sun Tribe Myth from the Bakumatsu Era, aka the Sun Legend in the Last Days of the Shogunate. I've never read that before. That's a hell of a title right there. Based on the title alone, I'm looking forward to watching that. Spy Number 61 from 1931, F.W. Murnau, Taboo. I think it's called A Story of the South Seas. This is a really good silent film. I really enjoyed this. Shot on location in this kind of proper like tropical paradise. Really interesting, different film that I really enjoyed. Spy Number 62. This is Le Pont du Nord from 1981, a film by Jacques Rivette. Haven't seen any of his films either. This is a controversial one. A lot of people say this is a shit film. Spy Number 63 from 2012, a film by Antonio Campos, Simon Killer. Haven't had the pleasure yet. Spy Number 64 from 1957, a film by Douglas Sirk, The Tarnished Angels. This one does star Rock Hudson. Yeah, I got it mixed up with Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter earlier. Number 65, a film by Douglas Sirk again, 1958, A Time to Love and A Time to Die. I think this is a war film. It looks like it on the front anyway. Another Italian film here by Fellini from 1955. Spy Number 66, The Swindle. Or Il Bidung, I don't know. It's one thing trying to pronounce films from certain languages. When you got like Italian and French and Japanese coming in there, it's quite hard. Spy Number 67, a film by Maurice Pialat from 1991. Van Gogh. Interesting. I'd be interested to see that. If it, it's obviously a biopic on the famous painter. Number 68 from 1948, a film by Howard Hawks starring John Wayne, Red River. Western, which I'm looking forward to getting into more of these westerns. Spy Number 69 from 1922, Dr. Mabuse Der Spieler, or The Gambler. See, I know how to pronounce that one. Dr. Mabuse Der Spieler. No, Dr. Mabuse The Gambler. Another big, epic, two-part, almost 5-hour-long film from Fritz Lang. Phenomenal steelbook. Great film. I prefer the sequel, but it's still a brilliant silent film. Spy Number 70, another silent film steelbook. They really spoil this at this point. Another film by F.W. Murnau, and it is Nosferatu. Fantastic steelbook, and a really, really great film. I need to revisit it as well. I think I, again, watched it in a different frame of mind, and I need to check it out again. Wrapping up the Mizoguchi set from Spy Number 71. Two more films by Kenji Mizoguchi, Chikamatsu Monogatari from 1954 and Uwasu no Honor from 1954. And then Spy Number 72 we have Yokihi from 1955 and Akasen Chite from 1956. I think that's Street of Shame. Where is it? Yeah, Street of Shame, I've seen that one. That's a pretty good film. And we have number 73, a film by Metin Erksan. This is a Turkish film from 1964, Dry Summer, and this is the beginning of the Martin Scorsese World Cinema Project Volume 1 box set. And the next two are as well. From Spy Number 74, Moroccan film 1981 by Ahmed El Manouni, Trances. Haven't seen any of these ones in this box set. And then Spy Number 75 from 1989, a Kazakhstan film by Ermek Shinabayev, Revenge. Very interested to see these films from different countries that aren't in the collection very much. Spy Number 76 from 2013, a film by Andrew Bujalski, Computer Chess. I really like this film. There's quite a nostalgic feel to it, being filmed on old cameras and stuff. Very interesting offbeat comedy. Very much a unique film. Enjoyed it a lot. Spy Number 77 from 1927, the first film to win the Best Picture Oscar by William A. Wellman, Wings. A phenomenal film. Absolutely love this. Talked about this more in my Silent Movie Marathon 2. Incredible film. Just unbelievable. 78, Spy Number 1926, another F.W. Murnau film, Faust. Unbelievable. Love this film so much. So visual, so just brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Just staggeringly brilliant in terms of the visuals. It's just such a great fantasy film. Spy Number 79, a film by... Who directed this? Sidney Lumet, Serpico, starring some guy called Al Pacino. I don't know who that is. And then we have Spy Number 80 from 1975, a Robert Altman film, Nashville, which I've heard a lot of good things about. Haven't checked it out yet, obviously. Spy Number 81, a film by Samuel Fuller, White Dog. I heard a lot of things about this one as well, especially from Ian, which I'm really intrigued to see this one. I'm intrigued to see all of these. Who am I kidding? But yeah, 1982, White Dog. Spy Number 82 from 1951, a Billy Wilder film, Ace in the Hole. Spy Number 83 from 1971, directed by Hal Ashby, Harold and Maude. I love this film so much. Watched it recently, just amazing. Did a review on it recently on my channel. Spy Number 84, directed by Lindsay Anderson from 1969, If. This one looks like a lot of fun. Spy Number 85 from 1961, directed by John Cassavetes, Too Late Blues. I've heard the name of the director lots of, you know. Spy Number 85 from 1961, directed by John Cassavetes, Too Late Blues. I heard a lot about Cassavetes, but I haven't seen any of his films or know much about him at all. I've just heard the name a lot. Spy Number 86 from 1972, another film by Fellini, Roma. Again, haven't seen any Fellini, so I got nothing. Spy Number 87 from 1963, directed by Francesco Rosi. What's the Hands Over the City? There's the English title for you. Really cool cover there. Quite like the minimalist poster design there. This one I've heard a lot about. Spy Number 88, again from James Merchant, 1971, film by Ted Kochev, Wake in Fright. James Merchant did a really good review of this. I don't know if he's taken it down now, but I think it was an Australian film. Yeah, Australian film, set in Australia anyway. Sounds very, yeah, not what I would expect at all from a film in the collection, but you know, again, I wish I could elaborate on that, but I just haven't got the time. Spy Number 89, a film by Elia Kazan, 1947, Boomerang. I believe Kazan directed On the Waterfront, isn't that right? So, be intrigued to see that. It's a very interesting cover there, quite old school, I like that. I like when they use the original posters and stuff, even though they come up with good designs for themselves as well. Spy Number 90, almost there, Spione, however you pronounce it, Spies from Fritz Lang. 1929, I think this, no, 1928 this one was. 1928, great spy thriller. I love this one so much more than I thought I would. I'd seen all the big Fritz Lang films like Metropolis and all those great classics, and this one just seemed like it wasn't going to be as good, but I absolutely love this one. Again, talked about this in the Silent Movie Marathon 2. Spy Number 91, another Fritz Lang film. This one's from 1929. Frau Immond, Woman in the Moon. This is one of my favourite silent films. I adore this film. It's an amazing sci-fi film that kind of really predicted where the future is going with space travel and stuff. Just brilliant. I mean, some of it doesn't, but a lot of it is quite scientifically accurate, predicting the future, you know, in terms of the moon missions and stuff. Spy Number 92, another silent film, a film by Robert Wiener, 1920, the classic, legendary Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. This is a really unsettling film. Talked about it in my Silent Movie Marathon too, but yeah, very weird and different. Made me feel uncomfortable throughout the whole film. I need to revisit it, but definitely great. Spy Number 93, film by Ernst Lubitsch, 1919, Madame du Barry. Bit of nipple there. I haven't seen this one. I'm going to watch this in my upcoming Silent Movie Marathon 3, so I'll be watching that sooner than probably most of these. Spy Number 94, from 1943, a film by Busby Berkeley. This is probably the one film I can say that I'm not that much interested in, but I'm intrigued to check it out anyway. It is a musical. The gang's all here. I'm pretty sure it's a musical. I've seen a clip from it, and it looks very much like a musical to me. Doesn't really appeal to me, but that kind of is almost a challenge, so there you go. Spy Number 95. This is, oh, they've changed the layout. They've changed the layout on all the, it doesn't say what who the director is. Okay, it's another Fellini film, but what year did it come out? 1970. Alright then. The Clowns. I mean, I'm hoping I'll watch a Fellini film and be like, wow, that's amazing, and then I've got all these Fellini films to watch, and the same with, you know, all these other directors, Pasolini, and, you know, all these directors that are represented in the collection. Spy Number 96. By Seijun Suzuki, 1963, Youth of the Beast. This is the one film I've watched in the collection that I would say is a little bit less than an 8 out of 10. Really good film, enjoyed it a lot, but I didn't think it was like great, you know, but I still enjoyed it a lot. Kind of a Yakuza gangster film. I think I watched that during my Japanathon as well. Spy Number 97, a film by G.W. Pabst from 1929, Diary of a Lost Girl, starring Louise Brooks. Really, really good silent film. Again, watched it in the Silent Movie Marathon 2. I'm looking forward to seeing the other one, Pandora's Box, which I believe is the same director and leading lady. Spy Number 98 from 1924 by Raoul Walsh. Raoul Walsh. Not Welsh? Walsh. Okay. The Thief of Baghdad, starring Douglas Fairbanks. Amazing fantasy film. So much fun. Really, really fun fantasy silent film. Can't recommend it enough. If you like fantasy, just brilliant. Again, watch that in my Silent Movie Marathon 2. Along with this film as well. Spy Number 99, we're almost there. Film by D.W. Griffith from 1916, Intolerance. love struggle throughout the ages. Really enjoyed this, a great epic, but I definitely want to see the different cut that's on the second disc. Yeah, or companion feature films for the two different cuts, I suppose, because there's like 4 or 5 storylines, and I think a few of them just weren't very good. The other 2 were really strong, so on the other disc you get those 2 in kind of feature films in their own right, so I'm looking forward to exploring those. And then Spine Number 100 right here is the, you know, the very much acclaimed documentary that's almost 10 hours long by Cloud Landsman, Showa. So that is Spine 100. I really want to tackle this at some point. It's a film I feel like I really need to see. And that also comes with, of course, Spine Number 101, 102, 103, 104. 4 films after Showa by Cloud Landsman: A Visitor from the Living, Sobibor, October 14th, 1943, 4 p.m., The Kartsky Report, and the very recent film The Last of the Unjust. So there we go. That is the 100 titles. First 100 titles in the massive cinema collection, and may there be many hundreds more. A few thanks to Vezius, James Merchant, who helped me out with a couple of the titles, particularly Vezius, who sent me the Metropolis Steelbook. Just, you know, that was ridiculous, man. I still can't thank you enough for that. And James Merchant for helping me out with Una Femme Marie, and all my family, and you know, who over the past few years have had to deal with me going, you know, or them saying to me, what do you want for Christmas? And I send them a list of all these massive cinema films. And so they get them for me for Christmas. Christmas Day comes, I open the package, I'm like, oh, this is awesome, thank you so much. And they're like, are you sure that's what you wanted? Because I ordered it and I thought, is that the right film? Are you sure? Are you sure you wanted that? And I'm like, yeah, seriously, I know it's a silent film from like 100 years ago, but I'm really excited about it. Alright then, so there you go. And while I'm here, because I kind of did that opening with all my Blu-rays, here's the other ones I have in the collection. I do have more past the Spine 100 mark. I'll just very quickly go through them here. Spine 105, we have Wooden Crosses. Spine 106, I think this one is. Yeah, we have Les Miserables. This is like a 5-hour 1934 French version of it. 113 Spine number, we have Paper Moon. Spine number 119, a very recent film by Alex Ross Perry, Listen Up Philip. Spine number 122, Seconds, which I have reviewed recently on the Epic Film Challenge 2, incredible film. 1923, the limited edition version of Shane. Spine number 129, Dragon Inn, followed up by the limited edition Spine number 130, A Touch of Zen, with the slipcover. And then we've got Spine number 134, The Man with the Movie Camera box set. And Spine number 136 and 137, Hawks and Sparrows and Pigsty, 2 films by Pasolini. I don't know, there's 2 films on this, and so it's counted as Spine number 136 and 137, but there's plenty of single Spine numbers that have 2 films, I don't know. And then, of course, you've seen this already on the channel, the Spine number 150, the Buster Keaton short films collection, so there we go. Whew. So yeah, it's a hell of a collection that I've been collecting for about 4 years now, and the reason I wanted to get the first 100 is because it seemed like a doable goal. I like collecting, but also the collection has never failed me with a film. It's never been like, oh, that wasn't a great film, except for maybe Youth of the Beast. But it was still, I still feel like that had its place. And so even if I find a few films in this that I really don't like, I'll keep them because I feel like they have their place. And we are talking about the massive cinema, great films throughout the years. You know, going back to like 1915. Up to 2015, you know, they're about to release a 2015. I think they already have done this year with Journey to the Shore. So I mean, you know, they literally have covered now 100 years worth of films and things like that. And I've used the analogy before, but I'll use it again. To me, it's a bit like stamp collecting. You know, I get stamp collecting. It's not my thing, but I understand the appeal. Much like collecting anything, my nan collects coins. But with stamp collecting, you open the book, you go through all the stamps you got. You go, oh yeah, cool, 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 cool. You get about, you know, 3 or 4 seconds of enjoyment out of each one, if that. With these, you know, I can kind of pick them up and you can get potentially hours worth of enjoyment out of them, and then you can watch them again a few years later and get another few hours of enjoyment out of it. So to me, it's like, you know, because I do get a few comments like, oh, why do you collect all of these? You know, I mean, if I could collect everything, I would. You know, like Criterion. I mean, if anyone owns the complete Criterion collection, that would be incredible. But that just seems nigh on impossible to me. But this felt like a doable goal, and it was. Again, with a lot of help from family and friends, with many Christmases and birthdays taken up with, you know, with all of these requests. But yeah, there we go. It was cool to finally sit down and do this. The first 100 spines complete, done, and now I've got to put them all back on the shelf. Thank you for watching.
So you might say he's a really nice guy, really, but if fucking don't cut shit with me. He says he's really cool, but I think he's a tool.